Good morning. It's Monday. It's Monday, April 3rd, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are here to practice Wudang Dragon Sword. I have a review this morning. We're going to review everything that I've covered up to this point. I had a cat encounter. It's fine. It's fine. It's a little stiff. It was this morning, so it's a little stiff. It'll be all right tomorrow. The point of going back through and reviewing, I started looking at what we've done and what I've covered up to this point, and I had said previously that I was going to start out a little bit slow. It didn't happen. So I'm going to take a step back right now, and we're going to review the movements themselves. Just here's the movement, here's what we're doing, and we're going to review the movements with the sword slowly. And we're going to do that this week as we get ready for the next series. Okay, there are 18 moves. We have so far covered that's why I'm going to stop for now. No, I'm not just for this week, right? And we're going to do that review so that as we move forward, there is both better coordination within the movement itself and better coordination with the sword. Let's get started. I'm also trying to get some other things started. As this other thing that I've been talking about. And we did a little bit yesterday evening. I don't have anything that we're ready to share yet, but I'm really happy with the way things are starting to move. That starting to move part, I'm very happy with that. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, bend the knees, open the arms, pull up through the crown of the head, hand circle the front, back around to both sides, up along the center line, reach out. Nice and easy, not too slow. Everything moves, everything stretches as you extend and as you return. The body should feel comfortable and open when you're finished with that stretch. Right leg front, left leg back. Into the heel, not into the knee. And sink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sing. And other side. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sing. And come on up. Alright. The leg circles that we were doing, don't work too much on the circle. Keep it within your body. Pay attention to your balance and placement on the other leg. And up on the right. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it down. Other side. On the right, pick up the left, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it down. On the left, right to the inside, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the foot. Don't forget, hold foot. And left leg up to the inside. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it down. Alright, now, now I've noticed a couple of things. Lost my balance a couple of times and pulled it back. And had to put my foot down. All of that is fine. It's okay. The goal is to get to where you're standing here, you pick your leg up, and you can move it around in however you want. That doesn't happen by magic. It happens by learning where that placement is, how to hold it. And the only way that you learn how to do that is by doing it. You're going to make mistake. Weights over on this side too much, weights over on that side too much, not holding this, not holding here, not holding the shoulder. A small mistake can throw off your balance. Okay? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Doesn't make any difference how good you are. It is going to happen. Now, it happens less the more you practice that particular move, right? So if we go back to, and I'm beating up on this a little bit because we are talking about movements this morning. I do want to focus on that. The beginning of Dragon Sword, I did these leg sets. And my balance was not as good as it was today. Good. That's why we practice, to get better. Alright, that sense of, and still had mistakes today, right? Leaning too much, not hold this, right? As we practice, what you want to do, pay attention to that. Okay, what happened? Can I fix it? What do I need to do? How can I compensate? Right? And I'm going to do this right now. I'm on my left leg, right? Right leg's coming up. And I'm going to go to the outside. Go 1, 2, oops, balance is off. Put the foot down. Pick it up again. Try and recover the balance. Okay? Just put the foot down. Go ahead. Find the balance again, and then try again. And if you have to put it down again, okay. That type of practice where you're looking for where is my balance point and I need to put my foot down in order to stay straight, do it. Seriously, do it. That skill, the more you focus on, this is not what I want. I don't want to pick this up and put it down every time. I want to pick it up and keep it up. What do I have to do on this side to enable that to happen? What do I have to do? Where do I have to hold? Right? What do I have to pay attention to? And I'm using my left side because my right side's not as good for that hold. I'm throwing myself off. That comparison is also something that we need to learn as we're moving. I've got this movement on the left, this movement on the right. I'm doing this over here on the left. As we coordinate that, what did I do on the right side that I didn't do on the left? Balance, placement, something was good, something was not good. That comparison, right side, left side, also gives us a means of developing what we need on the other side. I might be really good, and we're going to get started. I might be really good at doing a particular movement on the right side. And I try and turn that around and do it on the left side, it's not going to happen. Doesn't work. Well, maybe I can use what I know from being able to do that movement on the right side to teach the left side what it's supposed to do. That thought process works really, really, really well for anything to do with balance and placement, because either side, whether I'm going to the left side, whether I'm going to the right side. All of the muscles and all of the body engagement that we need to hold that balance is fundamentally the same. Alright, if I'm here with my left hand and I'm out here with my right hand, what I'm doing here and what I'm doing here are two different things. The hold through the center, that's the same. Okay, we have the opening for dragons. Right? Salute. Open left. Open right. Turn. Down on the right. Up the center. Okay, that's the opening. We're going to do that again several times. The movements for, and I've said this before, I'm saying it again, Dragon Sword is not a beginner form. Okay? If you're a beginner, I welcome you to watch the videos. I welcome you to practice. I'm not teaching this at beginner level. Okay? I'm not. So, just keep that in mind. The kinds of things that I am doing, some of the expectations that I have are based on the idea that I would be teaching someone who has already learned at least Wudang Tai Chi from me. Not from anywhere else, from me. Because my expectations for what that person should know are based on my teaching and what I would have taught that person during the time they were learning Wudang Tai Chi. Okay, so keep that in mind as we're going through some of this. All right, this first movement, at the beginning, feet together, stand straight, salute. Yes, I just stopped. Where are my hands? Right? Center. The sword's not wagging out here, right? Here. Okay, so now keep it in. And then down. As we come up, the sword should be straight. And you're going to notice where my hand is. Notice where my arm is. It's not straight, is it? Now it is. That sense of, again, where do I need to be in space? Where is the sword? Where do I want it to be? Is it there? Those questions are perennial. They're going to keep coming back. They keep coming back. And the better we get at recognizing that it's a question, what's the answer? Quick, is it not? Those self-checks, I just checked. You didn't see it, I didn't stop, I didn't look for anything, I just checked. Yep. What did I have to do? I practiced. That's what I did. I checked. There was a lot of time, a long time when I held the sword here. My hand needed to be in the center, right? Here's my leg, here's the center of my, right? No, that's too far back. But the sword should be straight. Well, I can't get the sword straight without cutting my arm if it's here. You see where the sword is? Oh my God, I can't do that. It would hurt, right? And I don't want to do this either. This is no, don't do this, right? So, at the shoulder. Where does the blade have to be? That, and I just swung it down. At that sense of, what have I got? How much does it weigh? I'm real comfortable with this sword. I've had it for years and years and years. I know how much it weighs. If I pick it up, I'm prepared for this weight. How much does your sword weigh? Is it substantive? Well, I've talked about this. It's substantive versus paper. Okay, substantive is better. Too much is bad. Too little is bad. So you want the middle. Something that is got enough substance that it feels like you've got something in your hand, and something that is not so heavy that you're going to wear your arm out before you get through halfway through the form. Okay, so a 10-pound sword is heavy. Trust me, a 10-pound sword is very heavy. This is 2, maybe. Probably not that. But I'm comfortable with it. The more you practice with your sword, the more comfortable you get, obviously. Alright, this beginning, feet together, salute. Let's do the opening 3 times. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Fingers. And salute. Check your sword. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Shift the weight to the right. Sink. Breathe out. Turn the left. Open. And center. Shift on the left. Down. Pull up. Through. Down. Up the center. 1, 2, 3. Again. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Relax the back, relax the breath, check your sword position, and breathe in. And breathe out. Sink. Open. Turn. Down on the left. Up. Cross. Down on the right. Up along the center line. Press up. And turn 1, 2, 3. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Salute. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Shift the weight. And breathe out. Turn. Relax the breath and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Alright, relax. The way that we set up the first movement, the way that we initiate what we're going to do in the form, is what we should carry through the entire set. So, as I start out here, nice and easy, right? And just nice and easy, not too much, not too little. Just a little bit, just not too fast, not too slow, right? that sets up that type of movement. Not too fast, not too slow, moving with that dynamic. That sets up what I'm going to do in the rest of the form. It should. The opening shouldn't look different than the rest of the form, okay? So even I'm practicing Tai Chi, my opening for Tai Chi, even the same even the same movement, because we have a dragon playing in the water in our Tai Chi movement. That's this, okay? We have that movement in Wudang Tai Chi. That's why I'm talking about it. This opening is the same. Wudang Tai Chi sword, dragon sword, we have the same openings. This common feature sets us up differently depending on what we're going to do. So I'm not going to open dragon sword with the same character, the same nature in my movement as I'm going to do for Wudang Tai Chi sword. Let me show you. Wudang Tai Chi sword. That's not what we're practicing this morning, but that's comparison, right? I talked about making comparisons. We should. Tai Chi sword. Yeah? It's alright. Dragon sword. Different setup, right? Same movement. Different emphasis. Different timing. A little bit. Not too much. The timing's pretty much the same. It's the way that I moved into the next move that changed a little bit. A little bit more dynamic, right? Tai Chi movement's quieter. There's a lot of subtle energy underneath each movement. Dragon sword's a little more overt. It's out there. Here we go. Alright? So as we set up the first movement, just at the opening, what am I doing here? Dragon sword. What am I doing here? Tai Chi sword. That nature, that idea behind the movement. In theater we call it the subtext. How should this be presented? What's the goal here? What am I doing? What should I be doing? How should I be doing that? Why am I doing it this way? That subtext, that's what we want for all of our forms as well. That sense that not only do we know what we're doing, I know what the sword is doing, I know specifically what the sword is doing, but that we also bring that sense of what are we doing in this particular form? And that's beyond the movement, and it's beyond the next step beyond just the internal workmanship. So I don't mean to make that sound like it's just. There's a lot that goes into the internal workmanship of being able to do some of these moves in a certain way. once we have that capability, and together with that capability comes this sense of how should we move? What should we do? What's the movement? How do we do it? The basic mechanics have to be there before we can add the internal work. The internal work has to be there before we can add the character. The character of the movement, the way the movement appears today. The nature of the movement. Is this a quiet movement? Is this a dynamic movement? Is this a forceful movement? Is this a retreating movement? Right? That ebb and flow that we have in Tai Chi, we have that a little bit, not so much in Dragon Sword. It pretty much just goes straight. More like Xing Yi. That sense of how this form moves is something that we want to carry through each and every movement. All right. I'm here. Notice, and I'm doing details today. So notice that when I stepped out, I didn't do this. I'm here. That definition, I know exactly where I'm going, I went there, is something that we want to cultivate in everything that we do, and particularly for Dragon Sword. Okay, so I'm here, change hands. Right here, change hands. Come around, down. Now I'm looking for the light fixture. I can do this. That switch across, down, out. I'm going to do a little flaying over here on this side for a minute. That's it. All right? Change hands. This comes up, around, and out. Come here. So, sword in the left hand, right hand under, nice and easy. Change and come around. The more definition we have at this point, here, ready, here, down, that clarity, that I want to hit all of those points. I don't want to particularly stop at any of them. I could. That could be my target. But I don't particularly want to stop at any of them right at this moment. I want to keep going. How can I do that smoothly? That's it. One, two. It looks like more because of the movement of the body, because of the turning, and because of the way that the previous movement, let's twist, sets this up. It's not. It's a very straightforward move. So blade comes across here, here. Pay attention to the edge, edge down and out. Now I get to turn while I'm doing this, and keep the elbow down, okay? Slowly. From here, come across, and down. That's it. 3 times. From here, turn the waist, and down. Again, turn the waist, across, and down. One more time. Turn the waist, across, and down. That, how smooth can I make that move? When we have that connection through the body, we understand where the movement is, we understand where it goes, and we understand how it moves. Where's the pattern? Where's the circle? Right? Because we're working on a circle. When we understand that, right, we can take that and make it more dynamic. We can make it more instant. Checking for the light fixture. I'm checking for the light fixture. Alright, so from here, right, I just came out, open, right, paying attention to each position. Where's my focus? What's my goal? When am I? Hey. And where are my possible targets? As the blade comes across, you want that, not here, here. So that all you have to do is turn the body just a little to open. No. All right. Once we're here, down, up. A little bit, we can do 2 circles instead of 1. I'm here, under, up. That last bit, the sword, this is a logical test here. If the sword is going to come up, it has to be down first. Right? If it's here already, you can't do that. So, how do we get here? Paying attention. We're paying attention to the tip of the blade now. Here. This circle right here. Clockwise circle. Come up. Turn. Come up. That connection with the lower tantien, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. For today, I'm going to stop here. The idea that we want to make each movement precise, clean, and that we want to understand what we're doing through the blade, not only so that we can maneuver the blade, so that we can also add that little bit of finesse, add that extra sense of character. And the intent behind. That intent behind is also
what we call, there's more to it than that, but there's an element that we look at as subtext for theater. What's the underlying basis for this character? What is the underlying basis for this form? What's the nature of this form? Well, dragon sword. Wudang, dragon becomes a sword. It's not rabbit becomes a sword. It's not. Dragon. So it makes a difference. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to do this review all week. I'll do new movements next week, and I'll get all of this stuff updated. I apologize for being behind time on that. It's been busy, and it's going to continue to be busy for the next couple of months. Hopefully at the end of that time there will be some new things that are taking shape right now that will start to blossom and develop. So fingers crossed, good things coming. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you.